How do you design a fiber to the home network? First of all, you need to define the area, which means you need to know which buildings need to have a fiber to the home connection and which roads can you follow to deploy the cables of this fiber to the home network. You also need to know the rules and material of your fiber to the home design. What exactly are you going to deploy? Is it point-to-point or point-to-multipoint? Which splitter settings are you going to use? Is it a direct buried cable, or will the cables be put in microduct, or will it be an aerial network? What will be the size of your cabinets? Which cables are you going to use? And what will be the cost of all your equipment in the design? As soon as you have defined your rules and material and your area, you can start connecting. This is a typical input of the network. So we have our buildings and our street center lines, and I now just have to calculate a network. And this is a typical result of a fiber to the home calculation by the FiberPlanIT Designer. We can see that each building now has a specific color, and buildings that are in the same color are connected to the same distribution point. First of all, the software will connect all buildings with a drop cable to a drop point which is located at the side of the street. Each drop point will be connected by a distribution cable to a distribution point, which is located over here. And then all the distribution points need to be connected with a feeder cable to a central office, which is now located over here. Now let's say we want to make some changes and we want to move the location of this central office. Then it's very easy. I can just select this central office and move it, for example, all the way up to here. I also have to now lock this central office location. And let's say I want to move the location of this distribution point. I can just grab the point and move it, let's say, all the way up to here. I save my changes and I can start a new calculation. So the FiberPlanIT Designer will look at my input, will see my demand points and my street center lines, but also see that I've made some changes with respect to the location of the single distribution point and the POP. It will look at my rules and material and design a fiber to the home network fully automatically. So all the cables and all the ducts will now be recalculated. And this is the results. So this is for about 800 buildings. You can see that it was very fast to generate a new result. So the central office has been moved to here. So all my feeding cables and feeding ducts are now recalculated to this POP. And also the location of this distribution point has changed as I have indicated. So if I would have to do this manually, this would take me a lot of time to redesign the network. And with the FiberPlanIT Designer, it is quite easy. The software will also create a bill of material, so all equipment that is used for this calculation will be listed in the bill of material, and this is, for example, the cost overview, so we can see exactly the cost of our design, the total cost of the project, the cost of deploying the network, and the cost of activating the network. So, with the FiberPlanIT Designer, it becomes very easy to create a fiber to the home design. If you compare it to a manual design, we can see that we have a 90% reduction in design time. We also notice that we have a 7% reduction in the total deployment cost of a fiber to the home network, as our software is an optimization software, so reducing the total cost of the network rollout. And it also generates a bill of material fully automatically. So, with the FiberPlanIT Designer, FTTH planning has been made easy. We also offer other software tools, so please click on the website of FiberPlanIT.com for more information about FiberPlanIT.